the religion of your religion, Judaism. Which is better for a man to marry his own sister and beget child by her, or marry a bondwoman, a slave woman, a negress, and beget child by such a woman? He said, no, the negress is preferable. According to the religion of Judaism, instead of having your own sister as a wife, you rather have a slave woman, a negress, a bondwoman, because that is what they insinuate, that Hajara, who was actually a princess of Egypt. But this rubbish, they say that she was a slave woman. It's all right, even a slave woman. Which is better as a wife, your sister, the slave woman, according to your religion? He said, no, the slave woman is preferable. Very good. I said, you see, according to the laws of eugenics, inbreeding, which is better for you to have your own sister as a wife, or you have a slave woman, a bondwoman, a negress? He said, no, the negress is preferable. I said, according to your common sense, which is preferable, your own sister or this negress? He said, no, the negress is preferable. Very good. No, the answers are right, correct. I said, you see, Mr. Baynard, when Abraham and Sarah, husband and wife, when they went to Egypt, he says, and Abimelech, I'm quoting from Genesis chapter 20, verse 12. You can check it up. And Abimelech, the king of Gerar, sent and took Sarah. See, he goes there, and this Sarah was a beautiful Jewess, Hebrew woman, beautiful thing. So this king, he's enamored, he wants her. And there is what is called the prerogative of kings. In the olden days, the king has a right to take anybody's wife or mother or daughter, anything he wants. I want that woman. You can't say no, otherwise it can kill you. So he's asking Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, according to the Bible, say, this beautiful woman, what is she to you? So Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, according to the Bible, he spoke a lie. He said, she's my sister. So she's your sister, well, send her in to the haram. So he had to send her in. And things went wrong that night, and the fellow couldn't come right with Sarah. We don't know what happened. But next morning, he's frustrated and he's calling Ibrahim, Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, and asking him, saying, look man, because of this woman I had a sleepless night. Tell me, what is your connection with her? So he said, she's my wife. So why did you lie to me? Why didn't you tell me? I wouldn't have done anything like that. And Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam says, according to Genesis chapter 20 verse 12, he said, and yet indeed, means without doubt, she is my sister. She is the daughter of my father, but not the daughter of my mother. It's different mother, but it's the father's seed. And she became my wife. So she is Abraham's sister, seed coming from the same father. And you said, according to Judaism, according to eugenics, according to common sense, that the negress was preferable. And you say Ishmael is a bastard because he's a child of Hagar, through Hagar, a slave woman. So I said, if Ishmael is a bastard, then Isaac is a greater bastard according to your standards. Look, you have a right to speak like that. We dare not speak about the prophets of God. Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam, he was a prophet of God. Hazrat Ishaq alayhi salam was a prophet of God. But now you're arguing with the sick mentality. You got to get rid of the sickness. You got to give it to him with a sledgehammer. When it needs a sledgehammer, nothing else will work. If you say my man, my hero is what you say, then yours is worse. Any standard. Now, when you show this, the Quran, the way it speaks about the Bani Israel, it's amazing. You see, in 1967, soon after the Six-Day War, I was around one of these tours of mine, lecturing. And the Jewish society here, students of the university, they saw some of our adverts, like you might have seen in the Argus. They stopped it. They said, one advert, no more. Some Christians, they went and complained. So they said, no, we are paying for it through our noses, but no. They won't have another advert of ours. We couldn't have given to the Herald because we knew they wouldn't put it in. So we have to advertise by word of mouth what we are doing now. So please go and tell your friends and bring your Christian friends and your Muslim friends. Bring them along to tomorrow night in the city hall. Crucifixion or crucifixion. So they saw some of our adverts in the newspapers and they phoned the organizers then He says, look man, this Mr. Deedat of yours, won't he come and speak to us in our clubhouse in Bosch? They had purchased the church. The Jewish boys had purchased the church and made it into a club. We would like him to come and speak to us. Actually, at the back of the mind, it was soon after the 6-day war. They wanted to see how the Muslims cringe before them. Yeah, you know, you get knocked out into us. And cry and bewail, oh, so we'll fix you up in the future, we'll do this and do that. They wanted to enjoy, to get sadistic pleasure, you see, in working upon us. They want to know whether Mr. Deedat will come and speak. Oh, they asked me, I said, yes. This is my privilege. I can't say no. There's a sickness I have. And according to the appointment, we go there, and the chairman introduces me to the audience, Mr. Deedat, you know, the great man from Durban of the Islamic Propagation Center, and so on, so on, so on, and to Mr. Deedat. So Deedat stands. And what I read to you at the beginning. You remember? It's a dua from the Holy Quran. The words of Hazrat Musa alayhi salam. Allah Bari Ta'ala is recording. قال رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Now while I'm saying that, I can see the people straining. They say, look, I thought this guy was going to speak in English, but he's talking something gibberish. What is he talking? So I had to say, Mr. Chairman and ladies and gentlemen, I said, you see, I have read to you the verse from the Holy Quran. I was not trying to hypnotize you people or to mesmerize you people with incantations. And this is a prayer of the Holy Prophet Moses. Hazrat Musa alayhi salam, his prayer, this is his prayer. When he was commanded by Allah Bari Ta'ala to go and liberate his people, in trepidation, terrified, he cried out to Allah. Qala, he said, Rabbi shrah li sadri. So, oh my Lord, expand for me my breast. Means make me brave. Wa yassir li amri, and make my task easy for me. Wahlul uqdatam min lisani, and remove the impediment from my speech. Yafqahu qawli, that they may understand what I have to say. This is his prayer. So I said, I have more need to offer such a prayer than Moses, because Moses only used to stutter. He used to stutter. I have more reasons to pray because I'm speaking on different level to a people. First place, English is not my mother tongue. The bulk of you speak English as your mother tongue, the Jews. They don't speak Hebrew here in South Africa. So English is a foreign language to me, number one. Number two, in communication there are psychological barriers. See, we are opposed to one another. You know from the very beginning that this guy is of the opposite camp. So your minds and heart are tightened. So now what is he going to say now? So in communication, this is another barrier, psychological barrier. So I'm trying to say something and it can have an opposite effect, an adverse impression. And it happens again and again. The guy is emotionally worked up, he's not listening. What you are saying, he's listening something else. What is in his mind, he's listening that. He's not listening to our words. So I said, there is another problem. So I pray to God Almighty that may He solve this problem, that when I speak to you, that you may be able to understand what I want to say, what I want to share. And I says, you know, this holy prophet Moses, your prophet, I didn't know that he was the prophet of the Jews. And Allah, I'm not lying. As a young man, if anybody asks me, who is Musa alayhi salam? He says, our Nabi. Who is Thowheedh alayhi salam? He says, our prophet. Who is Sulaiman alayhi salam? Our prophet. Who is Isa alayhi salam? Our prophet. I didn't know that they were prophets of the Jews. We are all our prophets. We accept them. We accept them all. And this is how we said. I said, we give our children Jewish names, but we don't think that they're Jewish names. When we give them these names, we say these are the names of the righteous servants of God. We say Musa. My eldest son is Ibrahim, same as Abraham. My youngest son is Yusuf, same as Joseph. My brother-in-law is Musa, same as Moshe. Look, we give these names to our children. Our fathers, our brothers, they have these Jewish names. But we are not thinking that they're Jewish. They are the names of the righteous servants of God. Then I says, what is the difference between us? When we take the names of these Jewish prophets, we never take their holy names without saying Hazrat Musa alayhi salam. Revered Moses, may peace be upon him. Hazrat Dawood alayhi salam. Revered David, may peace be upon him. Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam. Revered Solomon, may peace be upon him. This is how we talk about the prophets of the Jews. If our learned men, our Imam, if he dares to speak in the masjid and say Musa, or Hazrat Musa alayhi salam, you have to kick him out. No. You don't listen. They call it Hazrat Musa says Musa, and Dawood alayhi salam Dawood, without saying Hazrat Musa alayhi salam or Hazrat Dawood alayhi salam. They'll be kicked out. This is how the love and respect we have for the rich prophets of